confidence. Our local body election system remains robust despite a judge overturning a South Auckland result. Judge Richard McElwraith found irregularities materially affected the Papatoetoe vote for the Otara Papatoetoe local board after allegations of widespread theft and fraudulent use of voting papers. The result has been thrown out and a fresh election must now be held on April 9. Transparency International New Zealand CEO Julie Haggie says cases like this are extremely rare.
There have been complaints to judges, but none has actually resulted in an overturning of an election as far as I could look back, as far as I could see.
Meanwhile, legislation to overhaul electoral rules has passed 68 votes to 54. Voting enrolments will now close 13 days before election day, stopping same-day enrolment. It'll also become an offence to offer free food near voting places, and prisoners will also be banned from voting. Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith says they're fixing the basics. Labor is telling Nicola Willis to stop making excuses for the state of the economy. Treasury's half-year economic and fiscal update shows a bigger delay in getting the books back to black. Labor's finance and economy spokesperson Barbara Edmonds says the government has made things harder for people. She says more bad things are coming down the track.
Ultimately, unemployment is forecast to get worse, growth is weaker than expected, and food prices continue to go up.
A Transport Voice says there's some sense to the government's new mega ministry idea. It wants to abolish the Environment, Housing and Urban Development and Transport ministries and introduce a new Ministry of Cities, Environment, Regions and Transport, MCERT. It argues these areas are undergoing reforms and right now the system's too fragmented. Transporting NZ Dom Kalassi says navigating across multiple agencies can carry challenges and sometimes less is more.
Transport's one part of a larger ecosystem, and so taking a more unified, connected approach does make some sense.
Auckland councillors have voted to scrap a fortnightly rubbish collection trial, which would have seen 10,000 households try out the scheme. Of more than 5,000 submissions, 78% oppose the trial. An extremism expert says the Bondi Beach massacre shows the Islamic State terror group's been bubbling away under the surface. Australian police are looking into why the father and son shooters thought responsible for Sunday's attack visited the Philippines last month. 15 people were killed when the gunman opened fire at a Jewish event. Counter-Extremism Project Director Hans-Jakob Schindler told Sky News ISIS structures remain in the Philippines despite government dismantling its leadership years ago.
However, time, money and ideology means that any terrorism network can, of course, reconstitute if the pressure is off.